Good day to you, Dr. Shahida. First of all, let me introduce our project name and our group members. Our project name is Hotel Management System, and our group consists of 4 persons, which is me, HENG KENT, with the matrix number of 27A98, SANGEETHA anak perempuan SANDRAN with the matrix number of 281913, DEBORAH NAZARENA anak perempuan SUKJEET SINGH with the matrix number of 281843, and also PEI YEE with the matrix number of 278571. Then I'll begin with presenting our business rules. The first business rules is that customers can choose whether to have meals included with their bookings. For example, yes or no. We include this business rule to avoid wastage if the customer doesn't want to have meals, and this will also smoothen the flow of our business. The next business rule is customer must provide a valid email address upon booking. This will allow us to contact them if anything comes up, or enable us to send advertisements such as promotion to the customer. After that, customers should be able to choose from more than one type of room to book. This is compulsory because we have 3 types of room that include single room, double room, and family room. So the customer should be able to choose which rooms, feature, and price that the customer prefer. Furthermore, IDs numbers to identify each entity must begin with a character followed by numbers respectively. For example, C0010 for customer, E0112 for employee, R0909 for room number. This will help us to differentiate the IDs easily from every perspective, whether it's coding, database, or business process. And this has been implemented in the coding as a constraint when we create the table in our database. Finally, room listing should include whether a specific room type contains extra benefit. For example, if single room have extra beds. This is very important because if it's not included in the room listing, then it might cause misunderstanding which would hurt the hotel's reputation. That's all from me, thank you. And now I will allow my roommate to continue the presentation.
Hi everyone, my name is PEI YEE, and now I will continue to explain the relationship between tables, foreign key. Firstly, we can saw that customer can make many bookings, therefore the relation should be 0 to many. And we know that one booking can only belongs to one customer, therefore the relationship should be 1 to 1. From here, we know that customer is the strong entity, and the primary key customer ID will be the foreign key in booking entity. Followed by employee, we know that one employee can handle many bookings, therefore the relation should be 1 to many. And we know that one booking should be only belongs to one employee job, therefore the relation should be 1 to 1. From here, we know that the employee is a strong entity, and the primary key employee ID will be the foreign key in booking entity. Continue with room entity. Room is part of the booking. Customer can choose whether they want to include a meal or not. As we saw that room can be part of many bookings, so the relation should be 0 to many. In one booking, we can have many rooms, so the relation from booking to room is 1 to many. In this case, room have the generalization or specification that's mandatory or, so the room is variance for single, double, and family. For the mandatory or, it have 3 entities, which is room single, room double, and room family. We can solve from the ERD. Room single is the combination of room and single. It consists of attribute from room and single. Same to room double and room family. The primary key room number is from room entity. As we know from the ERD, room should be the part of booking. Therefore, room single, room double, and room family should come together with booking. Booking room single, booking room double, and booking room family had been formed. This combination makes booking room single having the attribute meals included, and the primary key and foreign key is booking ID and room number. Same to booking room double and booking room family. The foreign key and primary key booking ID is from booking entity, and the room number is from room entity. So that's all from me. Now I will pass to the next person.
Greetings to Dr. Shaida. I'm SANGEETHA SANDRAN and my magic number is 281913. For this group project presentation, I'm going to present the parts for view queries and subqueries. First and foremost, we will take a look on the view queries. For this one, we decided to highlight customer who booked a family room with an extra shower. In this scenario, we selected the details from the booking room family table, booking table, and customer table, and then compare the booking ID between booking table and the booking room family table, and also the customer ID between booking table and customer table. We also make a subqueries that display room number from room family table that includes the extra shower. So if we take a look at the output, we can see that 5 detailed matches between the 3 tables, meaning that this is the customer that booked family room with an extra shower. Next, we will take a look at displaying all the customer who made booking via credit card along with the customer's ID name of those customer. For this query, we only involve 2 tables, which is booking and customer, and we listed all the necessary details as well. And then we compare the customer ID between booking table and customer table. And also we make a subquery by comparing custom booking ID from booking table, then select the specified payment method, which is credit card, since we want to know which customer made the payment using credit card for the booking. So in this output, we can see that 2 customers named Jason Wu and Edison Chim made the payment using credit card for the bookings. For this third view query, we will display customer that booked double room with meals included. For this query, we involve 3 tables, which are booking room double, booking table, and customer table. And then we compare the booking ID for both booking and booking room double table and customer ID between booking and customer table. And also we select the specified meals included as yes, since we want to know which customer that booked double room with meals included. In this output, we can see that there is 6 details in total for customer that has booked double room for meals included. In this case, we can see the customer named Siti Sarah booked room number R00104 with meals included. Next, in this query, we will display occupied single rooms during February 2022. So again, in this query, we also involve 3 tables, which are booking room single table, booking table, and customer table. And we list out all the necessary details as well. And then we select the specified arrival date and checkout date, which is from 1st February 2022 till 28th February 2022. And then we compare the booking ID between booking room single table and booking table, and customer ID between both booking and customer table, and we listed them in output. In this case, we can see that there is 5 single room booking in total in February 2022. And here we can see a customer named Siti Sarah book a single room number R00020 for per night, which is from 3rd February 2022 till 4th February 2022. For the 5th query, we will display all the US customers that booked family rooms and the room numbers respectively. Again, for this query, we involve 3 tables, which is customer booking and booking room family table. And then we use a like operator to select the specified address that containing the character US in any data in address. Then we compare customer ID between customer and booking table and booking ID between booking and booking room family table. We can see that in this output, we have 2 customers called Mary Jenny and Edvika Julie from United States who booked family room R01001 and R01006 respectively. Now we're going to take a look on the subqueries. For this case, we decided to display the list of customers who made bookings via online banking. For this query, we select all the columns from the customer table, and we make a subquery using in operator by comparing customer ID from booking table. And we select the specified payment method called online banking, since we want to know the customer made payment using online banking for the booking. If we take a look at the output, we can see that 5 details match with customer ID from the booking table, meaning that this is the customer who made bookings via online banking. Next, in this query, we will display the list of employees who handle bookings for the customer who are from US. For this query, we select all the details from the employee table, and we make some subqueries by comparing the employee ID from the booking table and then the customer ID from the customer table. And again, we use like operator to select the specified address that containing the character US in any data in address. So if we can see in this output that there are 2 employees named Kiran Ravindran and Chung Nai Hawk is the one who handle bookings for customers who are from United States. And lastly, for subqueries, we decided to display the family rooms that are occupied between 15th and 30th January 2022. Again, for this query, we select all the columns from room family table hash, and then we make subqueries by comparing room number from booking room family table and also booking ID from booking table. And then we select the arrival date and checkout date, which is from 15th January 2022 till 30th January 2022. If we find any matching details, we will list them out in output. So in this case, if we take a look at the output, we can see that only 3 details match between the table that have been compared in the subqueries, meaning that this is the family room that is occupied between 15th and 30th January 2022. As I mentioned earlier, the output shows the detail of all the columns that the room family table has. That's all from me. Thank you.
A very good day to Dr. Shaida. My name is DEBORAH and my metric number is 281843. For the group project presentation, I'm going to present the parts for multi-table queries and queries with aggregate function. So first of all, we'll take a look at the multi-table queries. For this one, we decided to list out the single rooms that have been booked by customers. Doesn't matter in the past, present, or future. It is throughout the entire history of booking in the hotel. So in this case, we select the details from booking room single table as well as room single table. And then we compare the room numbers between these tables. And if we find matching details, we will list them out in the output. So if we take a look at the output, we can see that there are 9 details matches between the two tables, meaning that this is the list of rooms that have been booked by customers for the single rooms, as well as the price and extra bed provided or not for each of the room. These details are listed out in this output. Next, we will look at listing out which bookings are managed by which employee and the customer information for each booking. So for this query, we involve 3 tables, which are booking, employee, and customer. And then we select the details necessary to list out in the output. And also in this case, we compared the employee ID between the booking and employee table, and also the customer IDs between the customer and booking table. And then we list out the details in order by employee ID. So here you can see in this output, we know which employee handles which booking and which booking belongs to which customer. Like in this case, we can see the employee Eric Dunn with this employee ID handles this booking ID, which belongs to this customer called Ali Ayman. In the case of these names, employee name and customer name, we use the concat function to join the first name and last name, since the details of their names are listed out as first and last name in the tables. So for the third multi-table query, we will display the employees who handle bookings made by customers via e-wallet along with the IDs and names of those customers. So again, for this table, for this query, we also involve 3 tables, which are customer, employee, and booking. And then we list out the necessary details as well. And then we compare between customer ID for both customer and booking table, and then the employee ID between booking and employee table. And also we select the specific payment method, which is called e-wallet, since we want to know which customer made their payments using e-wallet for their bookings, and which employee is the one which handled that booking. So in this output, we can see that the employee Kiran Ravindran is the one who handled the booking made by this customer called Advika Julie, who made the payment method via e-wallet. Next, we will look at the queries that include aggregate function. So for this case, we decided to find out what is the average price for a family room. And we have total of 10 family rooms in the table room family from the database. So we take the price from all of that details in the room family, and then we calculate the average using the AVG aggregate function. And in this case, we use the CAS function, CAS as decimal, to round up the decimal into 2 places, and then we list them out in the output. So the output shows that the average room family price is 521 ringgit and 50 cents. Next, we will find what is the total price per night for double room bookings made in January 2022. This is not a total price, this is only per night for the double rooms. So we select using sum aggregate function from the room double, and then we also compare the details from the booking room double to see which double rooms have been booked in the period between 1st of January and 31st of January in the year 2022. And then we list them out in the output. So in this output, we can see that the total price for the double rooms that have been booked in the month of January is 715 ringgit. And lastly, for this third query that includes aggregate function, we find the number of bookings that are handled by each employee. So we can see what are the employee IDs, what are the booking IDs that they handled, and a total of how many bookings have they handled. So in this case, we can see each employee handles one booking ID. So the total count for the bookings that they handle is all one each. That is all for my presentation today. Thank you very much.